Makobe of African Wood Incorporated. We're consultants. We offer services in organizational structure, organizational behavior, and entrepreneurship. On this channel, we talk about the impact individuals, groups, structures, and processes have on behavior within organizations. In this video, we are going to discuss something that has become very prevalent, but we haven't taken the time to explain to the users what it's all about and what the expectations are on the use, and that is social media. Social media is very prevalent, and we think we know how to use it, but I think that we would learn a thing or two to make sure that how we use it is beneficial to both the users, all the parties involved in the ecosystem. So right now, we are going to start particularly with the etiquette expected from the beneficial users. So this video is entitled Social Media Beneficiary User Etiquette. What's expected of us when we wake up in the morning or in the evening and we sign on to our social media platforms, check our profiles, check our updates, check our friends' updates, check our connections updates, and see what's happening, and read the content that is on there, view the videos that are on there. What is expected of us? So, in the agenda we have obviously is the revenue generation, who is in the social media ecosystem, what tasks are expected of everybody, what's the etiquette expected, and we'll have a summary of it. So, we know for sure there's no free lunch in life. So, in the introduction, I'd like to say that there are two myths that exist that say social media is free and social media is a waste of time. There's nothing further from the truth. Social media in itself is the democratization of publishing, meaning now everybody can publish. You have a thought, you can publish it. There is no gatekeeper between you and your audience. So it's the democratization of publishing. Your thought does not have to pass through an editor, through a gatekeeper. You can put it out there. So you're free. It's democratic. Anybody can publish. Second, equalization of influence. Social media is the democratization of publishing and the equalization of influence. How a society, an organization, or an individual uses that ability to publish and the influence that comes with it determines the flow of resources to them or away from them, and also basically determines their place in life. I'll show you why. Like I said, the owners of the platform or the operators and the content creators have to generate real cash so they can pay for operations. And as we have also said before, there is no free lunch in life. So if they are not asking you for cash, they're asking somebody else. And that's what we got to learn now before we go to the ethics of it. Here are the players. Most of the time, people never think that there is anybody else on the social media platform when they are there, when they are talking, when they are chatting. But I like to say, every time you sign on the social media, there are at least 4 entities with you there. They are the regulators there. The regulators are the ones who keep the place running. They would be from the platform, they would be from compliance, the compliance people from the platform operators to your local police. They are there with you. Whether you are hiding in the basement or up in a high-rise building or sitting somewhere on the road, anytime you sign on a social media platform, the regulators are there with you. They are also the platform owners and operators. They are there. They own the platform. You can't assume that they just built a platform and went away. No, they are there with you every time you sign on. They are watching. They want to see what you're doing, what you're posting, who is following you. They are there. Then there are also the content creators. The people who make the videos like this one I'm making, the people who write the stories you read on social media, they are there with you. They want to see whether you like their content, whether you think it could be improved on, whether you agree with them, whether you don't agree with them. They want to know that, so they are with you there. I'll skip the beneficial users for now and go to the data optimizers. There are also people on the social media platform who are looking at who is coming in, what they are talking about, who are they talking to, what are they talking about, and who is listening to them. Because if the beneficial users are influencers, they have a lot of people who follow them, then these data optimizers would like to know so that they can ride on that tide. So they want to be able to know you as the beneficial user of the platform, who you are talking to, who is following you, who is listening to you. So every time you sign on a social platform, remember, even if you are hiding in a hole or in a basement somewhere, you have at least 5 people sitting with you. So before you type that sentence, remember you have an audience of at least 5, including you. Having said that now, you see how the ecosystem is: the platform owner, the content creator, the data optimizers, and the beneficiary user. All of you come together and in the ether of compliance. I haven't put the regulators there because they are everywhere. They are everywhere. So you should be aware that the regulators are everywhere. But the 4 of you are playing. Every time you go onto social media platform, you are interacting with the data optimizers, you are interacting with the content creator, you are interacting with the platform owner. You are not alone. You may be tempted to think that since you are sitting in the basement alone, that nobody else is with you. No, we are with you all alone. Other people are with you all alone. That would be discerning a little. Given the fact that most people think that when they go to this normal social media and they say things there or they post stuff, they post pictures, they think that they are posting for themselves. No, you are posting for all these people to see and analyze what you are posted, when you are posted, where you are posted from, who else is saying it. With that in mind, you should behave on social media the way you would behave in public. If you would walk around in public without your clothes, that's fine. Then walk around on social media without your clothes. But if you wouldn't, it will be not be appropriate for you to say or post things that you wouldn't say in front of other people, because social media is a little more public than other people you think about. Building on that now, we go and see what all these people are interested in. Why are they on the social media? So, why are they there? Why are we having all these people there? And why would they be interested? Here we go. There are several tasks on this social media platform. There are people who provide, operate, maintain a secure platform. There are those who create and post appropriate content and advertisements. There are those who view and engage. There are those who pay and get paid. So, the platform operator has to provide the platform, maintain it, make it secure. And they will have to decide where to put the content and where to put ads. And they need to be paid by somebody. The content creator does not need to provide a platform because the program is already there, but they will need to create posts, appropriate content. Okay? And they need to engage with the comments on their content. And they need to get paid. So you can see we have two entities on the social media platform who need to be paid: the platform operator and the content creator. Now we go to the beneficiary user, who is the person who signs in every morning to check their updates, to check their friends' updates, to post pictures, to post videos of themselves. So, what is their responsibility? Besides being civil, is to rate and comment, and also to read and engage. And thus we'll come back to that completely, and when we're dealing with the etiquette. Remember, we are expected to read, view, and engage. You are expected also to rate and comment. What about the data optimizers? The data optimizers, the beneficial users don't pay, and they are not paid. Okay? They don't pay, and they are not paid. The data optimizers don't need a platform. It's already created. That's why they came. And they have to provide ads. Okay? And for those ads, they pay the platform user, the platform operator. So, the data optimizers will provide ads to the platform operator, who will pay them. But since the users will never come to the platform without content, the platform operator will pay the creators to make sure the content is there. So, the content is a hook that draws the beneficial user so that he can be able to see the ads of the data optimizers, and therefore the beneficial user is the one who is being sold to the data optimizers by the platform user. It may look a little discerning, but that's true. It started a long time ago with newspapers. People used to have ads placed in newspapers. We could buy the newspapers, and there will be stories in them which have been edited, well edited, put there, and then you have ads there. People expected that. You wouldn't have a newspaper full of ads but you wouldn't have a newspaper without ads. And that is the story here of social media as well. As I said in the beginning, social media is the democratization of publishing and the equalization of influence. The influence part is the narrative part. The narrative. There is a push and pull about what people should perceive, what is true, what's not true, and that push and pull used to be determined by the gatekeepers, and everybody else would believe what the newspapers have said. Right now, since everybody can publish, it is the people who engage in the publishing, in the content, who shape the narrative, and we'll see how the narrative affects all of us. Like Whitney Disney said, what Disney said, the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. So, quit talking and begin doing. And we are asking that you quit talking and begin doing what could make sure that your contribution to social media is beneficial to you and to everybody else. The first and foremost thing you are expected to do, if somebody sends you a video clip or sends you an article they have written online, is to read it or review it. View the content, read the content. Then rate the content to enable the creator to serve you better next time, whether you like it or you don't like it. You also can rate whether the presentation is good. You just saying like does not tell the creator whether you liked what they said or you liked how they said it. Okay, there are two things there: what they are talking about and how they are talking about it. So you have to read that. Then subscribe to the creator's channel or blog so that you can get more content from them next time. If you liked what they said, then you get more. If you didn't like it and you think they are creating a narrative that is detrimental to you, you might as well subscribe to it so that you can counter it. That's important. Keeping yourself in a corner where you agree with everything does not help you, because that narrative that is detrimental to you is going on. So you need to subscribe to the channel you like or agree with, and also that you do not agree with, so that you counter. Either if you like what is being said on that channel or on that blog, you are there to make sure that narrative is built. If you do not like it, you are there to counter it so that it doesn't grow, or so that it doesn't grow unfettered. So still, if you read or viewed content and it's not repugnant to you, it's always good to subscribe to it so that you can see where they are going, you can understand where they are going, and if you have to chip in to make sure you drive this train or control this train where it's going, that would be nice. Second, watch the ads. The ads pay for everyone. When you skip them, it's like going to a restaurant and after being served, you stand and go because the waiter didn't bring a check. Nobody does that. Same, when you see an ad on social media, watch it, read it, appreciate the fact that they paid for everybody on those social media for the media to go on, for the platform owner so that they can maintain the platform, the content creator so that they can create more content. So pay for it. Nobody's asking you to use your cash, but they are asking you to use your time. So watch the ads. Second, share the content to your friends so that they can enjoy as you enjoy them. And comment on the content. When you comment on the content, that is the point, the time you have an opportunity to give your opinion, to shape the narrative, to counter a narrative that you don't like, or to encourage the narrative that you like. So, social media, the democratization of publishing, equalization of influence. If you are not involved in it, the narrative that you don't like will succeed. It's like the saying goes, those who don't vote, vote for the winners, however repugnant they are. So this is very clear that as we engage or use social media, we have our responsibilities. Our responsibilities is to read and view the content, to read the content, to subscribe to the content, to watch the ads, to share with friends, and comment so that the narrative we would like is successful. It's quite a lot. And when somebody sends you a clip or asks you to watch their video online, basically they are not just asking you to watch it. They are asking you, watch it, did you like it, subscribe, did you, and remember not to skip the ads because that's what's paying them. They have to pay their bills. If you skip, they will not be able to pay to create other content, and you will not have content to watch. Then share with friends and family so that a lot more people can see it and rate it and subscribe and watch the ads to build your favorite channel. So all this is the expectations or you beneficial users of our platforms, and we haven't taken time to be able to talk a lot about that, and I thought that this is a good time to say it. And in summary, as I've said, I've been harming on this. The creator has a narrative to create or maintain. Narratives are important in social interactions. Resources flow to those people with a good name. And a good name is generated or maintained by a narrative. You can do good, but if the narrative says you're not doing good, that's it, you're not doing good. And the resources will not come to you. Those who read the Bible know it says that a good name is better than gold and silver. The narrative is how the public perception and sentiment are built and maintained. So, if somebody told you that social media is a waste of time, tell them you go there to maintain a good name. However much money you got, if you have a bad name, you have to spend a lot more than somebody who has a good name. And the narrative that people have about people, about places, about situations, determine the resources that flow to those places or away from those places. If a narrative shows the best of one place and the worst of another, that ensures the resources flow from the place which is assumed bad to a place which is assumed good. We all know about credit ratings, credit bureaus, and we think the computers generate something artificially to create those, but it is just people's perception of places or people. Are they good people? Are they able to pay? Are they able to respect rules? Are they able to respect contracts? That perception that shapes when you hear that a country's rating has been lowered, or somebody has a higher grade rating. It's simply the narrative that has been put onto some numbers, and that narrative starts from social media or from used to be newspapers then. The gatekeepers will keep it, or the editors will maintain it. But now, since we have the democratization of publishing and the equalization of influence, that influence that determines your credit. If you live in a city which is perceived to have high crime, everybody generally there has a low credit rating, your rates of insurance higher. If you live in a city that is assumed to be low crime, the average credit rating of everybody is higher, and your insurance rates are higher, your borrowing rates are lower. So it's the narrative. It is the narrative that you need to work on. And you only work on it by making sure you post the best of yourself. Nobody wants to know your troubles. Unfortunately, that's true. Everybody has their own troubles, and they do not want to know yours. They just want to know how you do. If somebody asks you where you grew up, they will say, how are you doing? They don't expect you to give them a litany of your troubles. They don't. So also is social media. Nobody wants to know that yesterday you didn't do what you wanted to do or something like that. They just want to know that you're fine. And then if they are so concerned, if they are so close to you, then in private, you can tell them what is bothering you. But on social media, that's one place that you don't want to do that. Thank you very much. As you can see, my name is Dr. David Amakobe. That's my email. That's my website. On this channel, we talk about the impact individuals, groups, structures, and processes have on behavior within organizations. And today we're talking about the impact social media has in society, on people, and the expectations of those people who use social media platforms. And we also said, every time somebody signs on social media, they are not alone. Whether they are in the space station, whether they are in a basement somewhere, whether they are in a hall somewhere, whether they are in school, on a skyscraper somewhere, they are always accompanied. So it's always good to be aware that every time you post anything online, a lot more people are saying. And those people are there for reasons that benefit them. And you need to know that, and remember that. I'd like to end with this slide so that people can have an understanding that of the responsibilities or requirements of the people who come to the social media platforms. The platform provider, the content creator, the beneficiary user, the data optimizers, and also the compliance people and the regulators. You can see, you as a user don't pay anything other than your time that you have spared to come on social media. But these people are providing all this for you. If somebody is not asking you for money, they are getting something from you. They are getting your data, where you live. Even when you signed on online, you gave all the details. Even if you delete it, they already know. It's important for you to understand that it's not free when you go online on social media. And it's not beneficial for you not to go there. It is beneficial for you to go there and engage and read the content and rate it so that you can contribute in the shaping of the narrative. A negative narrative will make you poorer. A positive narrative will make you richer. An estate or a community that is rated good, happy, has more resources flowing into it than one that's rated unhealthy, insecure. And that rating comes from collecting data from all those social media platforms, from what people say, and your contribution to it will determine your place and your neighbor's place in life. So, we can only say that social media is not a waste of time. And social media is not free. Social media is the democratization of publishing and the equalization of influence. How individuals, organizations, societies use the democratization of publishing and the influence that comes out of it determines the resources that flow either away from them or to them and their place in life. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching this video to the end. If you learned something, subscribe, like, share, comment, so that we can continue making this content. And we appreciate all of you for subscribing to the channel, liking our content, sharing our content, and commenting on our content so that we can all improve on the behavior in our organizations and in society. Thank you again. We'll see you in the next one.